Mental health awareness is gaining traction all across the country. In response, South Dakota's chapter of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's mission statement for the year is Demand More for Mental Health. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Renee Ortiz introduces you to two women behind the mission.
The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is not just one single headquarters. It's a network of volunteers across South Dakota that work together to bring mental health awareness and advocacy. When Angela Drake isn't running her business, two men in a truck, she's working on coordinating educational programs and events for AFSP. Dubbed Wonder Woman by her peers, she's worked with AFSP for the last 6 years. Several volunteers have personal stories that brought them to AFSP. Drake is one of them.
I started volunteering in 2016 after losing my daughter.
Her daughter Brittany struggled with her mental health for a number of years before completing suicide in 2016.
We went into war and fought with all that we had, with the resources that were available at the time. And unfortunately, on March 24th of 2016, she lost her battle.
After Brittany's passing, Drake began her advocacy work with AFSP.
I just knew that there was a need for a voice, and I have a great big mama voice, and I advocated for my daughter through her battles, and I knew that other people needed a big strong voice as well.
She has been board chair for the last 3 years, continuing to fight alongside so many who are struggling.
There's still so many people fighting this war, and I can keep hope alive in my heart and her light shining in this world by helping others find their hope.
We really need to get out there and start the conversation, remove the stigma, and just get these kids the support that they need.
Samantha Hedinger began volunteering with AFSP in 2014. She is also an English teacher in Harrisburg. Her journey with AFSP began with a personal story as well.
I am a suicide loss survivor. I lost my high school sweetheart, Joey Shimoleski, in 2009 when I was 18.
After she joined AFSP, she and others worked to build the first AFSP chapter here in South Dakota.
A big goal for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention on a national level is just to increase that mental health parity. So helping everybody to understand that your mental health is a part of you and it's a part of your health.
We're able to go into a school or a community group and provide just basic mental health awareness and education on how to support a loved one that may be battling a mental health issue.
Some of the biggest events for AFSP are the Suicide Awareness Walks. These walks raise the funds that allow AFSP to provide education for suicide prevention for free across South Dakota.
Education, advocacy, law support, and research allows us to hit everything on all 4 points so that we can continue making a difference, providing hope and saving lives for those who need it most.
The most recent walk was at Harrisburg High School in early May. A parent had reached out to AFSP to coordinate an awareness walk after a student, Alex, completed suicide.
It was really exciting when Lance reached out to us and wanted to do the campus walk. Oftentimes the walks are the first thing that we do in a community to kind of establish ourselves and grow those roots, and then we can do further programming in education and prevention.
More than 100 students, staff, and community members showed up to support, each person telling their story with the honor beads.
So our honor beads symbolize different experiences with suicide prevention, and mental health.
Hedinger and Drake are now working on a suicide preventative education program as well as planning an annual walk at Harrisburg High.
Now the door's kind of open and we can walk on through.
That just fills my heart with so much hope to be able to reach anyone wherever they are and whatever their need is.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Renee Ortiz.
AFSP will be holding an event tomorrow at 6:15 at Harrisburg High School. The presentation, Talk Saves Lives, will cover how to identify if someone needs help and the current research on suicide prevention. You can find more information on the programs offered and the link to register for the event under this story on KELOLAND.com.